get this situated so I can see y'all. How we doing? Come on in, guys. I see some hearts. Good morning. Hooty hoo, summer girl. How are you? Okay, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I'm gonna jump right into the project because I want to make sure that I get it finished, and I have a lot of components going into it. Hi, Diane. Good morning, Shelly. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Tracy. Better each day. Thanks for asking. That's right. As long as we're better than the day before, right, girlfriend? Okay, so I had this board. It was from another project that I did a couple years ago. I sanded it down. It's just 1-inch pine, and I think it's a 1x10. And I took apple barrel, burnt umber, and I used a baby wipe and I stained it. And then I just took my hand sander, and I just went around the edges. Good morning, Sherry. Good morning, Kathleen. Hi, Pam. How are you? Thank you for sprinkling. Hi, Darlene. Hello, everybody. Hi, Lori. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to take my Dixie Belle in the color Caviar. I got a big one of the Caviar because I use black a lot. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't run out. Hello, Kathy. Hi, Susan. Hi, Tanya. Okay, Susan, that's okay, girl. I know that this isn't the best time for everybody. Got things to do. So I'm going to put a coat of this on. Ooh, I almost forgot. I'm going to take my candle. I'm not chipping the whole thing, but I'm doing random spots, okay? Just random spots. Because I want the majority of my board to be black, but not all of it. So like I'll do a little bit up in here. Because we're going to put a transfer on here, a cute little rooster. Thank you for sprinkling. Hey, Kathy, my friend. Hi, Gina. How are you, girl? All my friends here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put some text up on top. So I do want to chippy that because the text is black. So I'm going heavy at the top. Hello, Monica. How's everybody doing today? You guys, my husband is outside working on the pool, and it's like giving me all the feels for summer. He was on the roof, and I'm like, please don't go on the roof when I'm live. I don't want to hear any falling down. I can't go to the hospital. No, I'm just kidding. Get off the roof. Get off the roof. Okay, so that's on there. Now we're just gonna take and we're gonna paint my board. I've never tried the chippy with Dixie Belle. This is only my second time ever using it, so I'm pretty excited to see how it turns out. I hope it turns out good. I'm not going for heavy coverage, guys. This is going to be just very, very randomly painted, okay? And you'll see why. It'll all make sense soon. Sheila, you know what? I've been itching to try it, and I finally did. Hello, Kelly. Hi, Patty. I have literally been wanting to try it for a long time, so I bought some. Good morning, Liz. Thank you for sprinkling. You guys, I appreciate the sprinkles. It really does help our page, as you all have heard many, many times. Because sometimes Mr. FB doesn't play nice with us creators. That's kind of thick up there, so I want to take some of it off of there. There you go. And hearts, like if you shoot up hearts, they say the thumbs up doesn't really matter. The hearts is what puts you out there. So if you put up the hearts, that lets Facebook know that people are liking the content, and it gets us out there. Thank you for sprinkling, Charlene. Thank you, guys. Y'all are the best. The best. So this is going to be very distressed, and even once I'm looking for my scraper. Even once I scrape it, I still may sand it a little bit. Hi, Tammy. Thanks for sprinkling. Hi, Andrea. Good morning, Chris, Sparky. Good morning, Christina. What's happening? Oh, I'm gonna have to read. Well, I'm glad she's doing good, Susan. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Yes, that's another way to help us, to rate our videos, rate us. Thank you so much. Hey, Cynthia, I didn't see you pop on. How are you? Marie, how are you, my friend? Good morning, Patricia. How you doing today? So see, very, very sporadic coverage, and you'll see why. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. If you hear noise in the background, you know it's that time of year where I have to have my air conditioning unit on. My studio, quote unquote, it isn't insulated, so it's either cold or hot. Very seldom is it the perfect temperature, so I had to put my air on today. So I apologize for the noise, but listen, I get hot quick. You know, this time of my life is not easy for my internal thermostat, as we all know, especially when you got the heat gun going, or the heat tool going, and you're all amped up because you're going live. Just is not a good combination. And drinking hot coffee, there's that. Okay. Thank you, Tracy, my friend. I know all these little things just sound so trivial, but as a creator, it really does help our page. Thank you for sprinkling. The power surges, I'm telling you. Oh, it's horrible. Like right now, I feel like I'm just gonna combust. Well, hello from Louisiana. How are you? Good morning, Shannon. How are you, my friend? I always feel bad when I go back through the comments. I never see that you jump on, and I apologize, but it's hard to do all the things. I'm sorry that I never get to acknowledge you. Okay, so I think we're pretty, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. So I'm gonna take some paper towels, because black paint, when you're chipping it, well, chipping is messy anyway. Stephanie, I didn't even see you come on. Hey, sister. So I'm just gonna get those spots that I put the chippy on. I used this for that joint compound the other day, and I thought it was clean, but it appears that there's a little bit on it, but I don't think that's gonna matter. I don't think it'll matter. Because I want this to be very, very, very distressed. Good morning, Jennifer. How are you? Sherry, I am too, sister. I am surging right now. The struggle is real. You know, I've never really been one. I always just bought Waverly and Folk Art and whatever, but this Dixie Belle paint is rather nice. I'm not even gonna lie. And you can wet distress it. So now I can take this and take a baby wipe or two, however many come out. And I'm gonna wipe some of this back. I just really want it like it's part of the natural aging of the wood. You know what I mean, guys? Thanks, Stephanie. Wait till you see the rooster that I'm going to use, you guys. It'll give you all the feels. The rooster is super, super, super cute. Okay, so think this is where I want it. I think this is good. It's a little thicker over here. I missed it. Yeah, I used a piece of candle, just an old pillar candle that I had in case the electric went out, and I just cut a chunk off of it with one of my kitchen knives. I know, listen, I love black. Like black is just my, I don't want to say it's my favorite color, but like in my house, there's a lot of black. Okay, so I'm just gonna dry that because of the wet wipe that I used. Look at that, you guys. Doesn't that look amazing? That's right, Tammy. I agree 100%. I don't know. I'm so pleased with this. Hi, Barb. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. How are you, Barb? I'm glad to see you on, girl. I know you did, Stephanie. And your kitchen looks amazing, by the way. Okay, so this is what we're doing right now. And then I'm going to set this aside because we're going to get into, I'm going to make some molds. I am using the Olive Crest mold by IOD. You guys, I'm sorry I'm using so much IOD lately for my regular watchers, but I'm obsessed. Like, I love it, and we do what we love, right? Even if you don't like it, it can, you know, it can spark your imagination to make something else. I just can't get enough of it right now. It's like literally a new obsession. So I'm going to put some cornstarch in my mold because we don't want it to stick. And this is the first time that I've used this one. And I'm using 3 out of here. Okay, so there's that. Isn't it a beautiful mold? I love this one. I'm so happy that I found it. I am using Doss air dry clay today. I ordered it from Amazon. If you're interested, my Amazon store is in the links, and it's in under craft supplies. I try to load everything in there that I use because I get so many messages of where'd you get this, where'd you get that, which I don't mind. I always answer them. But I try to make it easy for you guys to find products. And I'm just gonna smash this in there. I was really wondering if I was gonna get this done in time, so I'm kind of gonna scramble. What time is it? Just want to make sure it's all pushed down into the beautiful details, and then I'm going to push it away with my finger. I feel like this needs more over in there. I don't feel like I got that well enough. So is everybody's weather finally like leveling out and letting you know that it's almost summertime? And then I'm just going to pull the excess clay away, cleaning it up. If you don't do it now, then you'll just have to do it when the mold comes out. So I try to opt for now. There's lots of swirls in this one, so I'm just using my nail and going in there and doing it that way rather than, you know, a tool. Because why? Why would we use a tool? Good, good, good. 90s in California. Oh, good, Sherry. At least Minnesota's cooperating, huh? I wondered what it was like there now. I haven't talked to Sarah for a while. I know y'all down south are feeling the summer. I know that's right. Oh, does it, Mindy? Sunny 70s in northern Wisconsin. Good, Shannon. Okay, so I'm just gonna finish working this. I'm telling you, this DOS clay, I mean, it's okay, but it's not IOD clay. It's hard to, you know, with IOD, you just take your finger or an object and you just spread it across, like scrape it across, and it's good. But this is so wet that when you do that, if you're not at the right angle, then it just pulls your mold up, and I don't like that because we're in a hurry. We ain't got time for this. Ain't nobody got time for this, guys. This isn't even part of, oh silly me, this isn't even part of the mold, and I did it. I thought it was. Okay, let's go do these little ones. The IOD molds have this micro edge that lets you know how full it needs to be. So I try to pay attention to that when I'm putting my clay in. There we go. Take this little piece and put up there. Yeah, Stephanie, your kitchen turned out amazing. The camera, or the pictures looked good, but they didn't do it justice to actually seeing it in person. It's only been 80 here in my part of Florida because of the rain and storms. Oh, I bet it's really humid, huh? My cousin lives in Florida. Mount Dora. She lives in Mount Dora. She keeps telling me to come down and see her, and I need to, but that Texas trip was a lot. So I might have to recoup from that for a minute. Good. Hi, Jan. How are you? Sorry, guys. I could have prepped this, but I like to do them when they're wet. Even IOD says if you paint them when they're wet, there is less cracking that will happen. So, like, do them, attach them, and go ahead and paint them. So, and I did it by like putting them on once they're dry, and it really does crack. I mean, you can fix that if they bother you, but I just prefer to do it like this. And then I'm just gonna flip this over and roll it out. This one with all the flourishes, I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't break. But if it does, I can put it back together. Okay. And there we go. There's that. Toss that on the floor. Oh, what's happening here? What's going on? Oh, that goes like that. It was kind of twisted. Beautiful in PA. Yeah. When Olivia comes over and it's nice out, that's all she wants to do is go outside. Side, walk, Gigi, side. Usually my husband takes her and walks all over the place. I have to clean my hands real quick, you guys. That clay, it just, you're not going to be able to work with it on your hands. Hi, Sarah. Shh. How are you, my friend? I was talking about you.
I'm still getting the hang of this small talk thing.
Siri, go away. Okay, so, good morning, Joan. How are you, my friend? Okay, let's get all this out of the way. And I want to paint this, literally, I'm just going to give it a coat of Dixie Belle drop cloth, just so it has has something on it, if that makes sense. And I'm going to do it with a 1-inch chippy brush. Just softly dabbing it so it gets down into all the details and around the edges of it, because I don't want just the color of the mold to show through. I'm not doing like a heavy coat by any means. I just want to cover the color of the clay. Sorry guys if I'm not responding to questions. I just really want to get this done for you. And I will go back and answer any question that hasn't been answered. Oh, good. Hi, Dawn. How are you? My friend Dawn. We got to meet her in Texas. You guys, that was the best trip ever. I know we've probably all talked about that so much, but it really was amazing. Okay. So not much paint needed. Just making sure I get all these edges. All right, and those are done. Close this up so we don't have a spill. Hi, Miss Tammy, how are you? So we're gonna take our board, okay? And I have some transfers that I'm going to use, and they are from the Brocante book. You get all of these in this one book. There's 8 12 by 16 sheets. It's an amazing, amazing book of transfers. We're gonna use this fella. We're gonna use a rooster and then some text. Okay, so I wanna lay this out before I actually do it, because I may need to sand some more of that black off, because I needed the top to be basically wood. Thanks, Stephanie. Stephanie already saw it because of course her and I were on the phone and I was sending her pictures. I pinned something on Pinterest that was my inspiration, and she's like, girl, I can't even believe you did that. I just saved that, or I just made something. She had the same picture from Pinterest, but it was florals. Hi, Tammy. How are you? Thanks, Joan. I love the little rooster, too. I got to stand up real quick, you guys. Sorry for the top of my head. I think I just need to take that back a little bit, right in there. Do that with the gator, and then I'm going to use a wet wipe too. And I don't even care like if there is some black there. I just want the text to show somewhat. You know what I mean? Take that paint back a little bit. I'm telling you, Roxanne, it's such a versatile book. And for the money you have, how many projects you can get out of there? Like, a lot of people feel like IOD is so expensive, but you get a lot and it's good quality. So the inspiration piece for this actually had IOD transfers on it, but they were like of real pretty flowers, and I just have the Brocante. I've never bought another transfer book, so we're gonna go with roosters, with a rooster. I kind of sanded that down a lot, but it's okay. We don't care. Old and distressed, correct? Low et. I don't know what this means. Stephanie and I were trying to say it. We were cracking ourselves up. So I'm going to take off the backer, and we're gonna get this on. Where's my little tool? Where's my little tool? It was literally just here. Here we go. Sorry, I just kind of want to get it somewhat straight. And then just for those of you not familiar with the transfers, you just scrape it, and you can tell by the color change when it's letting loose, when the paint's letting loose. I don't know why I know, trying to say it, we were cracking up. In our best French accent, I'm like, I hate using words that I can't understand because I don't know what it says. Like, how do I know what this says? Oops, now I just lost all my work. And if you feel like any resistance, that means just lay it back down and scrape it again. You know, sometimes with the wood grain, it doesn't always get into the grain, so you have to just kind of try it at a different angle. This is like right in some grain here. Let me try it at this angle. Like literally everything's off but that. Come on, E. Come on, E. I don't know why it's not sticking there. And if not all of this comes off, I'm okay with it because again, vintage look. And this is not, this E's not working, and I don't know. You know why? I probably had wax there. That's probably why. So let me get this little piece. Because I can see it right there. Let me get this little piece of the E, and I'm gonna sand right there. Try to get that off so it'll lay. And then we're gonna put that piece back on, okay? Give me a second. I'm gonna try to get it where it's supposed to be. And that wood right there, like why right there does that wood have to be like that? I never even thought to check that. Because all of those letters went on good and this one is not, and I don't know why. So, I'm going to have to play with that, you guys. Let's move on. I want to save that part of the E. Let's move on. I don't want to lose that. Sorry, guys. To the next one. And hopefully, no, that's nice and smooth. There's no wax there. Let's get that on. I'm going to make sure it's centered even where that E is supposed to be. And if you don't have one of these scrapers, they come in the sets, but you could use, you know, anything. A credit card. Those Cricut scrapers work good. The war, exactly. I'm gonna get it on there. I just don't wanna, like, the grooves of the wood right there are so deep, and I know that's the problem. I may even have to put a little bit of filler in there to build it up so it will work. You know what I mean? Because it's very, very grainy right there. I'm running into that on this one too, but I think this one's gonna work because I see the color changing. There we go. You just gotta get it in those wood grooves. There, that one on. That one on. Success for those grooves. Okay. But I'm going to save that, and it'll go on. So when I take my photo, it'll be there. The whole word will be there, whatever it says, because I don't know what it says. But that's exactly what the problem is, the grainy wood. I'm going to use this because it may get down in the grain better. How are we with time? I got 15 minutes. That part let go. Now let's go to this one. I know I'm missing all kind of comments, guys, and I'm so sorry. Oh, success. That was rough. That was rough. And now, Stephanie, I lost my oofs. You guys, we were laughing so hard trying to pronounce this. We're like, we don't know what it says. Okay, hard to center when that letter isn't there, but I'm going to do my best. So it should be like that. Okay. My oofs. So just hold it down and scrape it in. Hopefully the grooves have smoothed out a little bit down the board. I think we're going to be okay on this part of it. I can see the color change. You guys, I hadn't even considered this. Like, I've never had, I guess the wood that I have transferred on has been smooth. But it'll work. It's just going to take a little bit more time, you know? This really got me sweating, y'all. I'm gonna have to tell my husband, move, I'm jumping in the pool. Okay. There we go. We are getting her. Thank you. It will if I can ever get the transfer to cooperate, because that's not, these aren't hard to do. They come off smooth like butter. I hope the rooster, yeah, the rooster's going to be on all smooth, because the grains kind of stop being so deep right after this. And then I'll take this backer and I'll just go over it to make sure that it's pressed down, because if you don't, when you seal this, your sealer could get underneath of it and then cause the transfer to lift, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna just take this and smooth it down, or you could just use your fingers. Just make sure it's in there. Okay, I gotta make sure that, okay, my E's up there. Gotta make sure I don't lose that. Let's get on to the rooster. For those of you just coming on, here you go. This is from the IOD Brocante. And I'm gonna put that, take the backer off. Gonna go up a little bit like that, and then press it down. I really am sweating, you guys. I'm getting a workout today. Just looked it up. It means sale of eggs. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Sale of eggs. That probably should have been for the hen, huh? Oops. See, Stephanie, I told you we need to know what words we're putting on things. That's okay. They're all a part of the process, right? Okay, so now I'm going to start lifting on this side, and then we'll see what still needs. Actually, I am going to get my Cricut, because it's wider, just a little Cricut tool. They even have these at the Dollar Tree. Not the Cricut brand, of course, but because it is, see, look how much better that's coming off because the wood is smooth. It was just because that was going down so far into the grain. Couple pieces right there. Like if you see some stuck and your paper hasn't been lifted, you could lay it back down and attach it that way, but I think that's where wax was. So that's just going to add to the aged look of it. It's just a couple pieces of the color of the, I can't get this up, the rooster, the white spots, which is fine with me. There we go. See how easy that one was? That's how they usually are. There you go. And then now we're going to go ahead and we're going to rock and roll on these molds and get it all dirty, dirty, dirty. Good morning, Carol. How are you? Sorry, I was concentrating, doing my workout. So we're going to put this one there. And this one. In fact, I'm not even going to place it. I'm going to glue it because I don't want to get the paint. I'm using my Type Bond Quick and Thick. Y'all know, store it upside down. It will not clog. And just make sure that you're taking your glue to the edge of your molds. Do you give me some hearts for people that have used these IOD transfers? I know there's a lot, but I know there's also a lot that haven't. Like, they're fairly new to me within the last couple months, and I am obsessed. Oh, I see lots of hearts. Now I'm pushing gently, just making sure that there's good adhesion. And then I am going to hit it with the, I need to stand up when I craft. I need to invest in a table that I can rise up, you know? And I'm going to take a little paintbrush and I'm just going to get the glue that seeped out from underneath. Because, I don't know, you don't have to, but that's like a pet peeve of mine when I'm crafting. I always say I'm not going to do it, and then I do it anyway. So we're going to put this little fella down at the bottom in the corner. This little guy's kind of thin, like spaghetti right there. That one flourish. Okay, that's where we're gonna go. This one right here, it's got a weak link. I didn't. Who asked me that? I did transfers on the pillow. Oh, okay. You know, I saw that picture, Carol. That was beautiful. That is from the Brocante too. I love those birds. At some event I was in, I made a like a vintage inspired toolbox, and I put some of them on there. Okay, this one's hard to handle. Just gonna put this off to the side, and this goes down in there like that. That's cracking a little bit in there. We gotta hurry, girls. Gotta hurry, girls. Maybe I should have had my whole board ready to go. Oh well, I can always post a photo. You guys get the gist of this. And I'm putting this on the left because it just felt heavy where the rooster's head, like it just didn't seem even. Steph and I were talking, we're like, how about down there? Just wiping some of that glue off because I did move it. And I don't want it to be, I don't want the finish to be on the finished product. I want it to not show. Even though it's clear, it's gonna change the texture of the board or the look of the board. So now I'm gonna hit my molds with, to get it crusty a little bit so I can wax them, okay, with the heat tool. Shut all that. You can, it's hard when they're wet to do like the waxing. So I try to get those as dry as I can. And you guys, if I don't finish, it's 12:12. Stay and craft around the clock for the next presenter. I will post a photo. If you're interested in any of the products that I used today, it's in the featured link box. Thank you all so much for being here. And I'm sorry, I think this is the first time I didn't finish a project. But I will post a picture. Thank you for the hearts, the stars, the sprinkles. I appreciate you all so very much. But this is what we're looking like. And now those aren't going to stay that color. We're going to dirty them up and with the wax, we're going to, so it's going to be very, very, very nice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. I think it is too. And once we tone down that drop cloth color, it's going to look even better. We're getting a nice crust on there. Thank you for sprinkling. Aw, thanks, Wanda. Thank you, Diane. So I'm just going to get this, you know, crusty on top, which I think it kind of is. Isn't that rooster all the things, Lori? And just imagine that with the dark wax in there, and then I'm gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna embellish the high points somehow. I don't know what kind of wax or paste I'll use, but I definitely am going to. You could even, you know what, if you're a painter, you could even take your paintbrush and you can paint inside, paint onto the rooster. I'm not a painter like that. So many possibilities with these things. Have to check out the molds. Looking like a Lock and Key is one of my faves. Yes. Okay guys, we have 1 minute until my portion of craft around the clock is over. I'm going to take the bare wax, and I'm going to continue to do this even after I get off my live, so I can take my photo and show you all. Because you're invested now, right? You got to see what it looks like, I hope. So stay tuned for the picture. Check my page in a few minutes, and I'll have the completed project done. I'm gonna go over it with some clear first so I have more control. You guys have a great day. I appreciate you for being here with me through my struggle with my transfer. I do gotta put my E on too. Again, if you're interested in anything, the link is there. If you have any questions, please, thank you, Carol. Please send me a private message. I'll always answer. You guys have a great day. Bye.